Today I'm going to share the Clever Fox Self-Care Journal. I picked this up at Amazon. It is marked there for $24.99. They have 5 different color options over on Amazon. However, you also can pick this up on the Clever Fox website. I'll make sure to leave links in the description. It is an A5. It's undated. It has 90 days of mindful wellness planning in here, and I'm going to go ahead and flip through and show you what's inside. The color I picked is the rose gold, and so it has like a little bit of a rose gold foiling on here. It does come with a pen loop. This actually fits nicely. If the pen has like a rubber grip, kind of like this, it's probably going to be tricky to get in, like most pen loops are. Yeah, I had to really push that, but that wasn't too bad. It does come with an, let's see if I get it out. It comes with an elastic loop, so you can close it. If you used a lot of stickers or you stick things in your journal and it starts to become bulky, you've got that option. Otherwise, you can just like keep it tucked here in the back like I had it. It does come with some stickers in the back, and they are rose gold foiled on this sheet. Actually, some more rose gold foiling on these and these as well. So 3 cute sets of stickers. And then this is a pocket folder that, as you can see, is like an accordion pocket. So it'll extend so you can stick some things in there that are, a little bit bulky. It does come with 3 ribbon bookmarks. So 2 are in like this color, and then there's the one that's the darker shade. I am very certain that the color of these ribbons are going to coordinate with whatever color of the journal that you end up getting. In the beginning of the book, you will get a card from Clever Fox, letting you know like how to go about returning it if you're not happy. And then you also get like a little guide insert that shows you some examples for how to use the pages in this journal, which I appreciate. I always like when you can see some kind of a sample of how to use the journal. And then it goes into the name page where you can write your name, phone, and email if you'd like. And then it heads into like 2 full pages of self-care ideas, which is like, yes, I love this. I really like, having something like this to reference, because sometimes when you're just stressed out, sometimes it's really difficult to remember things that you can do, unless it's something that you're doing all the time. If you just kind of are needing some extra things to do, then it can be difficult to just think off the top of your head, mostly because when you're stressed out, like your brain just literally can't think sometimes. At least that's how it is for me. I don't know if that's the same for you. So having some sort of a list to look at to, give you some ideas is awesome. Then it has some pages that you can journal about. This one is, what is the vision for the life I want? What is my life's purpose? What is my mission? What prevents me from living my life to the fullest? How can I resolve this? Great space there. This section has like 2 columns, stuff that fills me with joy and what drains me. And it's broken down by category. So it's emotional, spiritual, physical, family and relationships, social, personal development, financial, and environmental. So for example, it has, for this page, doesn't have, yeah, for this page in the example, under the emotional, for what fills me joy, it says having new experiences, seeing the people I love, and feeling happy after working hard. And then an example for what drains me in that category is too much stress, worrying if I'm achieving enough. So that's a really good spot for, just helping you figure out like what are the things that fill me up, what drains you. And I think this is more of like a way to just kind of be aware of the things that drain you. And the things that fill you up or like give you energy, I guess, is another way of saying things that fill you with joy. On this page, you have a life balance wheel, and it is broken down into, I believe, the same categories as over here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think yes, except this doesn't have like an emotional section here. So it looks like spiritual, physical, family and friends, social, personal development, financial, environmental. Oh, it does have the emotional. Did I miscount? Okay, clearly I miscount. Then there's 2 columns here, one for you to write what areas of your life you're happy about, what areas of your life are lacking, and why. So it does have little numbers here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and I believe you're supposed to use this to kind of rate yourself for each category. You can see here in the example, it shows you like how to fill that out if you wanted to. Let's see, down here it says analyze each area of your life and list the things that bring joy into your life and the things that drain you. Well, that's this side. And then over here, you use the life balance wheel to find the life areas you are happy about and the areas that are lacking. So then you head over to like 2 pages for the goals, and it's broken down by each of those life areas. Then you have a spread for creating a vision board if you would like. And then here you have a self-care bucket list. So this is where you could jot down, this is how I would do it. I would use these self-care ideas that were over here, and you could like highlight all the ones on this page that stand out to you as things that you would like to do or things that work for you, but you might forget. You could do that. Also, I think in addition to doing that, a great way would be to also write them down over here. Even though this is like listed as a bucket list. To me, my mind, bucket list means these are things that I want to try that I haven't tried before. But I think it would be great to list out over here, like these are the things that I know are working for me, that have worked for me in the past, that if I'm having a day where I can't think, or I need to plan, my week, and I want to schedule in some self-care things, but you're kind of, having a mental block and remembering or coming up with ideas, you can turn to this page, and you can have on here pulled some ideas from here. You can also have listed out your own things, the things that maybe aren't on here that work over here. Like, I wonder if yoga is even on here as an option. But for me, I'd have something like yoga on here. I'd have on here EFT tapping. If you don't know what that is, I recommend looking that up. What would I have on here? Like just sitting outside in the sun for a little bit. Letting my body make some natural vitamin D, getting some fresh air, things like that, so that you can have a place to turn to. I might even use like one of these ribbons to mark that, or you can just stick like a sticky page flag, that kind of thing on here. Then this side has self-care acts that I want to do, and it's broken down by frequency. So every day, every week, every month, and every year, and even has like a space for you to write down why you need it. So why do you need to do this every day? So for me, every day would be like yoga. Why do I need it? Because if I don't, my body is going to hurt. Also, if I don't, I do start to feel like more stressed out. Like it starts to accumulate. So for me, like getting on my yoga mat every day is a way for me to like re-center myself. And then, so every week, what would I do? And for me, what I do every week is I do like a social media break. And that usually happens on Sundays. And that's where I do not scroll Instagram or Facebook, even though I rarely am ever on Facebook anyway. And I avoid YouTube. I find that that's like, I need it because it kind of helps me break away from like that habit of like reaching for my phone to fill time where I'm like bored, I guess. So it's sort of helping to prevent me from becoming like addicted, if that makes sense. So that's why I need it. And then every month, something that I do every month, I do like a massage. Why I need it, that's like the same thing as my daily yoga, is if I don't, I'll be like in pain. I'm one of those people who, like, I carry a lot of stress in my shoulders, and I get a lot of like muscle knots in that area. So I need to like massage them out. And it's not always pleasant. Trust me, my massage days are not something that I look forward to. I look forward to it in the sense that I know that my body will feel more relaxed, but in the moment, it's kind of painful. So, as if you cared, but I'm just sharing because I know some people think, oh, massage every month, that would be amazing. Like, I really wish my experiences would like that, but that's not the case. I do enjoy the music though, I really do. That I listen to during my sessions. Okay, every year, why I need it. Something that you could do. This is something I actually do not have. Something that I would do, a self-care act every year. So this is something I think I might need to think about. But maybe something that you would do every year. And I've heard some people in the planning community do this, like over in like the Moxie Life family. They will do like a hotel day or like a day away from home, but like by themselves, like with no kids. They'll just go check into a hotel nearby and just kind of have a day to themselves in a room that's not like your home. And I think that would be like fantastic. That definitely, as an introvert, sounds like a dream come true. All right, then it goes into the months. So all the months in this journal are in the front. And I do believe it gives you 4 months. So that's 2, 3, 4 months. Yep, 4 months. And then on the pages, on the daily pages size, there's only like 90 days worth. For each month, you have this tiny calendar. I could see, because I track my daily yoga practice and I track how long those practices are each day, I could see myself using this as that. Because it's so small, I really don't think I could fit much else on there. Another way I think I would probably use this, or that I could, you could use this to track your mood, where maybe you draw in a face to represent what your mood was for that day, or you could color it in with a color and have like some kind of key where, green means you're good, yellow means you're feeling okay, and then red could be like I was in a bad mood, I was annoyed, you know, everything went wrong, that kind of thing. Or you can use it for workouts, maybe tracking workouts, I don't know, or maybe meal planning, but maybe I would only do like one meal, maybe like dinner. I don't know, the possibilities are endless there. Here you have a section for important goals this month. I'm curious. Okay, so yeah, they have just like their self-care tasks. So like on the first, they wrote they're having a meditation with somebody, and then they're having a massage the next day, and there's their yoga class schedule, and then they're like running on this day, running on that day. There's some kind of film workshop they're attending on this day. They're going out of town. Meal prep days. That's kind of an interesting example there that they used for that. So that, that could be used in that way too. Goals this month, four spots, and then the self-care activities that you are going to do to feel happy this month. And they broke it down by health and body image, home, beauty, personal development, fun and rec, spiritual, treat yourself, charity, and environment. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see what examples they give on here. They give, okay, yoga for health and body, organize my books under home, although I don't know if I would consider organizing my books a self-care activity, but what kind of self-care activity would you do for home? I know. I guess like decluttering could be a type of a self-care, in the sense that clutter and a lot of mess can interfere with your energy and like how you're feeling. So I suppose, something related to that under home section works, although that's not really traditionally something that you think about when you think self-care. So it's kind of like outside the box thinking right there. Under beauty, a spa night, which I figured something spa type related. I would think maybe like a face mask. Under beauty, that's probably like the only thing that I do that I try and make sure I do once a month, but like I don't have it written down on a schedule. Maybe I should. I should put it down in my planner, huh? Okay, film a workshop for personal development. It's a good example. Or go to film workshop. Spiritual, a guided meditation, fun and rec, film nights with family. So it's like family time. Treat yourself, buy a new camera lens. Whatever this person is, they definitely are into like filming. Volunteer at my local community center. So those are some examples there. Then you have the monthly review. So this would be filled out at the end of the month. And you have a space for what made you feel happy, what were your biggest lessons learned, which life areas were lacking, and why. And it looks like they want you to like do another wheel here for the month, which I sort of feel like this might be overkill, but like I don't know how I'd feel about like reassessing at the end of the month this wheel every month. That seems like a lot. But you have four of these, and then it goes into the daily pages. So for the daily pages, you have a section for today's main goal, the self-care act for the day. I'm grateful for today. My affirmation is a schedule section, a to-do list section, which you could easily kind of you can change these sections to whatever you want if you don't want to use this as like your planner, because to me this makes it like planning. But look, like each day this is your journaling space. So this is kind of what you do in the morning, and then this is your reflection in the evening. It says right there, self-care plan for the day, and over here, evening reflection. So you can like mark what day it is, and you can write the hours you got of sleep, the how much screen time you spent, which is really easy to figure out because you can look on your phone. Well, I can on my iPhone. I can look into my screen time settings and see how much time I spent. And then vitamins. Then you have a water tracker, caffeine tracker, fruit and vegetable tracker. So these are like the fruits, 4 fruits and 4 vegetables. Your mood, your energy level, your activity, and then a section for how you felt. Do I feel like I have enough energy recently? What's my biggest worries and how am I dealing with it? And I'm looking forward to. Now, I will say, don't stop here. Keep watching because these change. That's great because my brain starts to, I almost said turns to mush, but if I have like the same prompts over and over again, like it starts to get boring sometimes. And I really appreciate that this whole 90-day journal, these do not, I don't think these change. I don't think these repeat, is what I'm going to say. I think this section repeats in this one, but these two in the center do not. So let's see. How can I describe my life in 8 words? Is there something that is easy for me but challenging for others? So I'm going to go ahead and like speed through and flip so you can see all the different ones, and you can always pause to read them if you want. So then at the end of the week, you have a weekly exercise section right here. And this weekly exercise changes every week. So this is what the first weekly exercise is. It wants you to write your life story, to write down the way you would have told it to your own self. Reflect on how you felt during and after writing it. And then you have a weekly review and you write down this week's wins. You have like a habit tracker here. So this is a page that you would probably want to mark because you're going to want to come to this every day so that you can fill in the habits. Okay, and then it says, what self-care acts have I enjoyed this week? What have I lived through that still upsets me? How do I feel about my progress? How will I make next week even better? I'm not sure if these change, so let's keep flipping and see if these change for the week also. Okay, so here's the end of the week, and let's see. Okay, so it looks like this one changes every week because this one says over here, what have I lived through that still upsets me? And over here it says, what one thing would I like to become better at? And the rest of these are the same. And then this is going to be a different exercise. So I'm going to go ahead and keep flipping through the whole rest of the book. Okay, as I continue to flip, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this because I just realized that I didn't give you any like specifics about this planner. So the size of this is A5. I don't know if I said that. So that's like 5.8 inches by 8.3 inches. And this paper is good paper. It's a 120 GSM paper, so it's nice and thick. The pens are all gonna work. I already showed you that it has the pen loop and it has the elastic band. It has the stickers in the back, the 3 ribbon bookmarks, and the pocket folder. The cover is like what they call a vegan leather cover, which I'm not very big on calling things vegan leather. But you know, it is what it is. That's just the term that the company used. And Clever Fox does make other products, other journals. They have some gratitude ones. My friend Carla, she's another YouTuber in the planning space. She has some Clever Fox reviews up on her channel. I'll make sure I link her channel and that video in the description so you can check that out, because I believe she did a video where she compared this one to the gratitude journal, and it's very similar, but it's not exactly. So if this one doesn't seem like it's something for you, maybe that one is. But Clever Fox also has other products. They also have weekly planners and journals, and the price points on them are fantastic considering how good this paper is. And I'm very new to Clever Fox. I've never used any of their products, but Carla has been using their products for a while, and so I trust that if she says that these journals are really good and they hold up well, then they actually do. They do have like bullet journals, a whole bunch of stuff. So you can probably see all that they have available on their website. That's probably the best place. I think Amazon might have the older styles perhaps. So I know that on their website they do offer free shipping over a certain dollar amount, but if you do have Amazon Prime, I did get this free shipping with mine, so that really wasn't and since it's the same price, this journal, at the time that I'm filming this, it was priced the same on their website as it was on Amazon. So since this was the only thing that I was going to pick up, you know, it didn't, really mean anything to me. So I appreciate that they offered it for the same price both places, because sometimes companies will offer it for a little bit more on Amazon, but this one didn't. Okay, so wait a second. Okay, that was the last weekly exercise. So at the end, you have some reflection and intentions questions. So it says here, on the last day of using the journal, answer the questions on this spread in as much detail as possible. They will help you analyze what you've learned through using the journal and decide which changes you would like to make in the future. So they got all these prompts. I'm not going to read through it. I'm going to go ahead and, if you want to pause and read them, you can. And then it has a few pages of dot grid. I'd say what's that, 5, 6 pages. And then you just have the last cover, and that is the end of the book. And it is supposed to lie flat, and it seemed like, as you get towards the back part of the book, it is going to kind of feel a little bit weird, but it seems like it's folding just fine. So it's like when you open it, see how it kind of lays, it looks like it bends to where it feels like it's laying flat enough. Once you get all the way, I think once you've massaged it, like I kind of just did by flipping through all those pages, it seems to work really well. So I don't think that's going to be an issue with it, a journal. But yeah, that is my flip through of this self-care journal. I will go ahead and pop Carla's video up right here if you want to check that out. Hopefully this was helpful and it gave you an idea of a journal that you might be interested in picking up in the future. If you want to see more videos like this, on here I talk about planning and self-care. You can go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.